when the world is quiet, but your fears are loud. So, dim the lights, hold onto your blanket, and prepare for a journey into the shadows. These are 3 true nighttime horror stories that will keep you wide awake.
It was 2:34 a.m. when Maria woke up to the sound of footsteps in her apartment. She lived alone. At first, she thought it was her mind playing tricks. Maybe a neighbor walking above her unit or a distant noise from outside. But these steps, they were too close. They were inside her hallway. She sat frozen in her bed, the sound of her heartbeat pounding in her ears. Gathering courage, she tiptoed to her door, opened it just a crack, and peered into the dark hallway. Nothing, only shadows. But as she turned to go back to bed, she heard it again. This time, the footsteps were running straight toward her door. She slammed the door shut and locked it. She didn't sleep that night, but when morning came, the police found nothing. No signs of a break-in. But Maria, she swore she saw the shadow of someone standing outside her door until dawn. It was a quiet night, and David had just finished his shift at work. His office parking lot was always empty that late, with only dim streetlights illuminating the area. As he unlocked his car, he noticed someone standing a few rows away. A man, just standing there watching him. David felt a chill but brushed it off as paranoia. He got into his car and locked the doors. But as he started the engine, the figure began walking toward him. The man's pace quickened. David's hands trembled as he reversed out of the parking space. And just as the figure reached his car, David sped away. But later that night, as David lay in bed, his phone buzzed. A text from an unknown number. "Why did you leave so quickly?" His blood ran cold. He never told anyone what happened next. Samantha lived in a quiet suburban neighborhood where nothing ever happened. But on this particular night, a storm raged outside, and the power had gone out. Just as she lit a candle, there was a knock at the door. Slow, deliberate, and chilling. She hesitated, peeking through the peephole, but there was no one there. Assuming it was the wind, she ignored it, until the knocking came again. Louder this time, and this time it wasn't the front door. It was the back door. Samantha grabbed her phone to call the police, but there was no signal. Gathering her courage, she yelled out, "Who's there?" Silence. She waited for what felt like an eternity before hearing a soft, raspy whisper from the other side. "Let me in." The next morning, the police found muddy footprints leading from the back door, straight into the woods. Samantha moved out the next day. These stories remind us of one thing. Nighttime is when the unknown comes alive. Whether it's footsteps in the hallway, a stranger in the shadows, or an uninvited knock, sometimes the scariest things happen when the world sleeps. So, tonight, as you turn off the lights, just remember, something might be watching you, too. Sleep well. If you can, subscribe for more spine-chilling stories. Don't forget to like and share if you enjoyed tonight's tales. We'll see you in your nightmares.